Welcome to the Season 3 finale of the Great American Stampin Show. You know what? It's late, but I've got my fuzzy socks on now and I'm ready. I'm ready to do this video and I can't wait to show you what I have planned. Because it's the finale, I'm going to review all 21 of my cards from this season. Well, there's actually 22, but the 22nd I'm making for you tonight. And I haven't made it yet. So who knows? Will it be cute? Will it be ugly? It's anybody's guess at this point. But I'm so grateful that you're here. Thanks for clicking on this video. And I would love to hear what you think. It's a competition. This is a competition. I want your vote. And so does Julie, and so does Jody, and so does Brandy. So who are you going to vote for? It's Christmas, so maybe vote for us all. So watch all 4 videos, vote for your favorite, and we'll let you know who the winner is. I guess that's about it. It's been an awesome season. I have loved it. And looking back on my cards, I am so pleased at all of the amazing cards that we have made. This is 22 cards for me, which makes 88 for the Gas Gals combined. Plus the 12 Christmas card tutorials that we did, 100 cards. Can you believe that? 100 cards in this season. There's never enough cards, in my opinion. It's totally awesome. All right, let's go. You might recognize this card. It is from Season 3, Episode 15. So what, like 7 weeks ago, with the cute little salt and pepper shaker. Wink of Stella salt, and it had a fun fold too. It had a little catch right there and an opening. This is, I'm just giving you a little sneak peek. At the end of this video, I'm going to go through all 22 of my cards from this season. Oh yeah, this one had a salt technique too, a watercolor salt technique. It was so much fun. This is the stamp set that I'm using for card number 22. Perfect pairs, but I'm going to do a completely different take on it. And since I already used the salt and pepper, this time I'm going to use these, the Milk and Cookies. Oh my goodness, this is so cute. I haven't ever used these stamps before. I'm very excited, but not so exciting is this basic white card base. Well, it's not very exciting, but sometimes there's nothing better than a white card base, depending on what you're doing. This is actually thick basic white, so it will stand up really nice and strong. And then I've got some of these designer series papers from the Latte paper. Like it a latte, or otherwise known as a little latte. That's what it is. And okay, so the template. I forgot that part. That's critical. What is going on here? Are these like ice cubes? I don't know. I mean, it's really bizarre, but basically I'll point out there is a smaller layer inside the main layer, more space on the sides than on the top. So I like to point out little differences like that. Otherwise you just get squares everywhere. A greeting across the middle, at least that's what I'm going to use that piece for. And then 2 elements here. I mean, they don't need to be squares, and mine are not going to be squares, just so you know. Well, I don't know, they might end up squares. There's a possibility they might end up squares. I haven't made a prototype on this card. I'm just winging it. It is what it is. But my ideas are to use Milk and Cookies here, so we'll see how that works out. Now I pulled this latte paper because of chocolate, Milk and Cookies. And so I was going back and forth between these 2, and I think I'm going to go with a little thinner piece. So this piece is only 2.5 inches, and so it'll just go like that. And the reason why I like the thinner piece better is because then you see more of the other paper that's back there. And I just really like that. So let's see if I can find some adhesive. Goodness. Come on, Shannon, get it together. This is the last video, for crying out loud. Got to make the finale awesome. All right, so I'm going to just stick this down to my card. And then I'm going to hold off on a minute. I'm going to hold off a minute on sticking down that other piece because I'm going to make my Milk and Cookies. And then I'm going to decide for sure if I like the way this thin piece looks. Okay, see, so this is just like, it just looks like the full card. I just wanted to try that. Okay, this is my piece for Milk and Cookies. Let's stamp this adorable mini milk carton. Amazing. And how do we know this is a milk carton and not, say, fruit punch or, I don't know, strawberry milk? I guess it could be strawberry milk. Bad example. But this is regular milk, the type of milk that you dip your cookies in. Okay, let's also get a cookie here. Now this cookie in this stamp set is really unique. The chocolate chips are hearts. I love that. So when I was first looking at it, I was kind of tempted, like maybe I should make the chocolate chips red because they're hearts, you know, but then I thought, no, then you might not even know that it's a chocolate, you know, milk. You need the, I need the milk and cookies look to happen. So this is a light, real red. And let's see, I'm going to darken this space in here because, you know, it's inside. And then let's darken this part right across the top. And then I'm just going to outline this. So it, you can tell it's red. I was trying to think back to elementary school, to be honest. What color are milk cartons? I can't remember. I haven't Googled it. I saw blue. I saw lots of colors. But in my mind, I still want it to be red, especially because that looks best with my color scheme. And of course, that's very important. So I'm just tracing inside the stamp so that it's just perfect like that. Okay, now for the straw, I'm going to do every other one, you know, red and white striped bendy straw. See where I'm going with this? Okay, then finally I've got the dark one. I'm just going to darken this little section here to try to make it look like there's no light that's hitting it. Next step, I've got pecan pie, and I'm just going to color in my cookie. I don't know, is that too dark? What color is a cookie? Maybe it's more like crumb cake. Well, I'm committed now. So there's going to be a brown cookie, and it's going to have even darker brown chocolate chips. Now I realized Stampin' Up! Does not sell early espresso Stampin' Blends. What the heck? Why not? Stampin' Up! We need brown Stampin' Blends, but I think that's because they just get really dark, and so you can just use your marker for that, I suppose. I've got my Pebbled path nearby, so that might be what I need to use. These are very, very dark chocolate chips because we are having semi-sweet chocolate chip cookies, which are my favorite. I mean, I like milk chocolate too, let's be honest. But semi-sweet, they just kind of like, they're just so rich and delicious. Okay, this is looking so good. I'm very excited about this. I'm just going to fussy cut both of these out. This is a single stamp set with no dies to accompany, but look at all these straight lines. Makes it very easy for fussy cutting. We are cruising right along, and this is looking awesome. Pecan pie was the absolute perfect color to use because that indeed does look like a cookie. Good enough to eat, I think. Okay, so now I'm moving on to the greeting. I think these are going to be okay. I don't think I'm going to need to mount them on anything. This one actually is square to go with the template, and this one is an element. It's fine. But I brought all my reds out here to test them. I should have waited and shown you, but let's see. I've got real red. Real red looked pretty good, but I settled on cherry cobbler as my favorite for the greeting. And I really like this one. We go together like milk and cookies. I love that, but well, I guess I could do it long and skinny. Okay, I just had that thought, so I'm going to do that. I am going to do that. So I'm going to stamp 3 times and get we go together like in a straight line. Or you know what? There's lots of ways you could do it. I could do them and cut them up into pieces. That could be cute too. Or of course, there's always just the perfect pair. But let's see what happens if we do we go together. Maybe I'll just stamp this, emboss it in white, and then cut it apart and stick them down kind of in a straight line. How is that going to look? Ooh, we will find out momentarily. Just gonna quickly heat this up. Ooh. The stark contrast of the white And the red look really nice. I'm pleased with that. Now I've just got to cut them apart, and hopefully I can get straight enough lines so they don't look too funny. And then the last step will be assembling. Now don't go anywhere. I've got my full season to show you. I'm really excited to share that with you because when I looked back over them, I was just like really, it's like walking down memory lane, and it just made me very happy thinking like, oh my goodness, look at all of these weeks of stamping and creating, and I feel like my skills improved even. So if you want to improve your crafting skills, just make a goal to do a weekly project, and you will really enjoy, I bet. Okay, let's stick this down. Time to assemble. Cruising right along, I'm making a mini glue dot cannoli. And I'm going to stick this little beautiful red and white twine bow right here. So we've got a lot of cute reds all working together. I think I'll just tuck this right under the greeting. And before I forget, congratulations, Julie, on winning last week. She did a really fun fold. She almost always does a fun fold. I always forget. And I always like, oh yeah, I should do a fun fold, and I always forget, and I forgot again this week. Well, that is not working, and this is making me really mad. Come on, mini glue dot cannoli, why are you not doing what I want? I have an idea. I'm just going to stick it under there, and then I'm going to just shove this under there with my snips and stick it to it. Okay, the one thing that I have left now are the gems. We got to have some kind of gem. Just because they always make everything better. Let's see. So I've got these. Those would be a good choice. Pecan, they're pecan pie something. Pecan pie and clear ribboned. Any of these would work. I thought actually maybe these white ones, they could look like milk splatters maybe. But I'm not sure anybody would get my sense of humor. Those would be nice. I don't know. It's a tough choice, right? Just gold ones? Oh, goodness. I don't know. Well, all right, that is it. What do you think? Thumbs up? I hope so. Either way, thanks so much for watching. And now the grand finale. Are you ready? Are you ready to see all 22 cards of season 3? Let me show you. I've got my desk clean, and let's go. Episode number 1. Look at this. This was a really cool watercoloring technique that I then dry embossed. So fun. Episode number 2 was ink blending to make this beautiful strawberry card on the back. See, that's how I remember which is which. I've written on the back, a little glimmer paper. And I need to remember, peek at the back because I want to tell you which one's won. Let's see. Nope, didn't win. Episode 3 were those 3 lines, designer series paper. This was a really fun and quick card. Episode 4, this was a really messy card. This was shaving cream technique. This is so cool. Can you see? I'm moving it around so you can see the shimmer. Shaving cream with Wink of Stella. That was so much fun. Episode 5. Did I say 4 on that last one? Anyway, this one's 5. This was a winner. It was one of my efforts at a vintage Christmas card with these beautiful layers. What are those called? Masks. Mask off all the different colors. So amazing. Episode 6. This is one of the 3 times that I used Nests of Winter with the 3 boxes and the 3 birds. And this one had the fancy envelope that was accompanying it. Episode 7. This was one of my favorites of the polka dot technique where you just with a marker. That was really fun. And then another Stampin' Blends technique behind the butterfly. Episode 8. Ooh, this one was hard with all of those little pieces like that. But I loved the way it turned out with all of the different die cuts and stuff. Episode 9, another one of my favorites with this beautiful sunset and the slats cut. And then you can see like a little bit of watercoloring splatter right at the end. Episode 10, one of my other nests of winter. And this was a fun fold because oh, look at the inside. What? That is amazing. I forgot what it was like on the inside. This piece laces through and keeps the card closed, and it had this watercolor technique there too. So that was a winner. Episode 11. Nope, that's not it. Where'd it go? Here's the number, episode 11. This was when I was Rumpelstiltskin and spun gold with this amazing ribbon. Yep, episode 11. Episode 12 was this fun Halloween card where I colored the glimmer paper with some ink refills and has punch on that little insert piece. A really easy and cool fun fold. Episode 12. This was another one of my favorites. I just love the way all of these layer together. And this was the first Christmas card I did in season 3. Oh, I love this. This is like every time I look at this, I go, oh, I can't believe I made that. I don't know. Have you ever made a card like that? This one is like that. Okay, that's 13. Episode 14. This was the card that I made the day I got home from Portugal. So I had tile and fancy doors on my mind, and I did a whitewash technique. Oh, I love this card so much, and it makes me want to go back to Portugal. In fact, I have already been looking for plane tickets. You know, a girl can dream. 15, I already showed this one earlier and told you about it. Episode 16, this was my third winner in this season, my third and final winner. Well, hopefully not including today. My magic card, where magically a delicious hot cocoa appeared. And then also it's a hot chocolate pouch. This was so fun. And colored that ribbon. I love doing that. Episode, wait, I lost count. 17. I called this one Northern Lights because of the watercolor technique with the wink of Stella. That was really fun to do. My goodness. All of these videos are available in my playlist. Go look at my Great American Stampin Show playlist, or Google the number if you remember. This is 18. So an embossed and then ink blended background with this big wild cherry cobbler bow. Episode 20 was, oh man, that was hard. It had all those little circles, but I turned it into a grid, did some watercoloring, and made those a little bit shimmery. That was so fun, my word. I did so many Christmas cards. I love Christmas. Episode 20, stamped with the plaid background and colored over with markers. A little wreath added to that with, oh, the gingham bow, so cute. And episode 21, my very simple, beautiful, sleek Christmas card with a humble home there. This was the one that had 2 circles. It was a bit of a challenge for me, but I was happy with the way it turned out. And finally, episode 22. We go together like milk and cookies. And I was thinking I should probably stamp inside. Perfect pair, shouldn't I? Seems like that would be an obvious thing to do. Hold on one second. I'm going to grab my real red cherry. Oh, there it is. I'll get my cherry cobbler ink pad. Stamp perfect pair. And, you know, this is perfect for your significant other or for your bestie or whoever. All right, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. And give me a thumbs up. Stay tuned. We'll be sharing more with you about the future of the Great American Stampin' Show. And for now, merriest Christmas. Happy holidays. See you soon. Bye-bye.